Some nights feel like destiny is playing games. For Kola Adebayo, every night ends the same way. With the woman he loves, dying in his arms. And every morning, he wakes up beside her again. Alive. Smiling. Unaware of the death waiting ahead. This is a story about love fighting against fate. And the phone call that changed everything. Please, stay with me as I tell you this story. And don't forget to support our channel by subscribing, liking this video, and sharing it with your loved ones. Your support means everything to us. Now, let's return to Kola's nightmare. A day that looked ordinary. A love that felt unbreakable. But destiny had a cruel pattern. One he could no longer ignore. This is where the loop begins. The day Kola realizes he is not just watching fate. He is trapped inside it. Kola Adebayo had spent most of his life learning how to survive. But when he met Tenny, he finally learned how to live. They married quietly at the registry. No loud celebration, no fancy honeymoon. Just two people holding hands. Promising forever. Now, after years of living in small single rooms. Renting from landlords with loud voices and louder rules. They finally stepped into a house they could call theirs. Their dream home. Fresh paint smell. New furniture they bought on credit. And walls filled with hopes of children's laughter someday. Every morning began the same way. Tenny would wake first. Brush aside the curtains. And let the sunlight fall on Kola's face. She always woke him with a kiss on his forehead. Soft and grateful. Like God had returned him safely through the night. Tenny, whispering. Wake up, fine boy. We're building a life today. Kola would pretend to still be sleeping. Just to feel her lips twice. Then breakfast. Simple but full of love. Tea with too much milk for Kola. Bread toasted just the way Tenny liked it. Playful teasing that filled the room with laughter. She would talk about baby names. About painting the nursery yellow. About how their child would have Kola's eyes. And her stubbornness. Kola listened, smiling silently. But deep inside, a shadow of fear. Was always waiting. Tenny thought he was simply overprotective. She treasured it. She didn't know that when Kola looked at her, he wasn't just admiring his wife. He was making sure she was still alive. He watched her breathe as she slept. He followed her with his eyes. Even when she walked to the kitchen. Fear lived inside his ribs. Like he was waiting for life to take her away. But love can be blind to the storms ahead. Tenny only saw a caring husband. A man so deeply in love. That he couldn't let go. Their happiness was a fragile glass. Shining beautifully in the sunlight. Until the very first crack appeared. The warning. One evening, as they arranged framed photos on the wall. A sound interrupted the peace. Re-thing. Re-thing. Both of them froze. The sound came from the hallway. Sharp. Mechanical. Old-fashioned. A landline phone ringing. Tenny looked confused. Kola went pale. They didn't own a landline. They couldn't afford one. And had never installed one. Kola's lips trembled before any words could form. Tenny, laughing nervously. Maybe PHCN installed one by mistake. Who even uses landlines anymore? But Kola didn't laugh. He recognized that number. That ringtone. That exact tone. Not from real life. But from a nightmare. That still clawed at his mind. Like a demon refusing to let go. His chest tightened. His breath broke in half. It felt like hearing a ghost speak. The phone rang again. And with each ring, Kola remembered the dream. Tenny screaming. Blood on the floor. A shadow killing her. While he stood frozen. The phone kept ringing. As if destiny was calling. And fate expected him to answer. And this is where their nightmare begins. 11:07 p.m. It would become a cursed time. But tonight, they didn't know that yet. Rain hammered the roof like angry fists. Thunder rolled through the walls. As though the sky itself was growling a warning. Kola and Tenny lay in bed, wrapped in a warm blanket, and quiet conversation about their future. Then it happened again. Re-eyeing. Re-eyeing. The exact same ringtone. Sharp. Cold. Piercing. Kola's heart dropped. His hands trembled as if electricity ran through his veins. No, not again, he whispered under his breath. The hallway light flickered. Once. Twice. Then steadied. Glowing too bright. Like the bulb was terrified. Tenny stood up, confused. Tenny. Maybe it's from outside. But Kola grabbed her wrist, panic rising in his voice. Kola. Don't answer that phone, Tenny. Please, don't go near it. She stared at him. He looked like someone who had seen a ghost and recognized it. Tenny, softly. It's just a phone call, Kola. Just a phone call. Those words felt like a death sentence. The ringing continued. Each tone louder than the last. As if it knew she was listening. Re-eyeing. Tenny slowly walked toward the hallway. Kola rushed in front of her, blocking the path with his body. Kola. I'm begging you, leave it. Tenny touched his face gently, smiling. Tenny. We can't live in fear of something that doesn't exist. She kissed his cheek. Slipped past him with a soft push. And reached for the receiver. Kola's throat tightened. Kola, shouting. Tenny, no. But it was too late. She picked up the phone. The world went silent. Even the storm stopped. As if holding its breath. Then a voice. Not human. Not alive. Broken. Distorted. Like a soul dragged across glass. Voice, whispering. Run. Just one word. One command. One horror. Tenny's breath hitched. The air turned freezing cold. Kola stepped backward. As fear stabbed into his spine. Then, boom. The hallway light burst into pieces. Sparks rained down like falling stars. The windows shattered inward. Glass flying like angry birds. Wind tore through the house. Slamming doors against walls. Like fists demanding blood. And before they could react. A dark figure. Appeared in the corridor. Tall. Silent. Face hidden in shadow. But its intention was clear. It came for Tenny. She screamed. Kola threw himself at the intruder. Punches, kicks, pure desperation. He fought like a man who refused to lose love again. For a moment. He overpowered the attacker. Hope flickered. But darkness is patient. The figure recovered. Faster than a human should. It struck Kola down. And hurled him across the room. He crashed into the wall. Pain shot through his ribs. Blood filled his mouth. He called out. Kola. Tenny. His knees buckled. But he forced himself up again. He grabbed a broken lamp. And swung it wildly. The attacker staggered. Then drove a blade. Straight into Tenny. Her gasp cut deeper than any knife. She collapsed into Kola's arms. Like a flower torn from its root. Blood warmed his hands. As he held her tight. Pleading, begging, commanding her to stay. Kola, crying. No. Stay with me. Stay with me, please. Her eyes shook. Then stilled. Her hand fell from his face. Her body turned cold. Too quickly. She was gone. Kola's scream tore through the house. Raw, broken, violent. And outside. The storm roared back. As if celebrating the death of hope. Darkness. Silence. Then, warmth. Kola's eyes flutter open. And sunlight drips into the room like liquid gold. The storm is gone. No shattered glass. No blood. No body in his arms. He shoots up from the bed, gasping. Birds chirp gently outside. The same lazy morning melody they heard yesterday. He clutches his chest. His heartbeat is wild. Like it's trying to punch its way out of his ribs. He looks around. Everything is normal. Too normal. The picture frames are intact. The hallway light is perfect. No broken furniture. No sign of the dark figure. Was it a nightmare? He turns. And there she is. Tenny. Alive. Smiling. Standing in the doorway with a wooden spoon in her hand. And a little splash of oil on her cheek. Tenny, giggling. Babe, why are you sweating like someone chased you out of your own sleep? Her voice cracks him open. Cola stares. Eyes wide, unable to breathe. Just last night. He held her lifeless body. Felt her warmth fade. Watched her eyes close forever. Yet here she stands. Alive and glowing. Like death never touched her. He opens his mouth to speak. But nothing comes out. His hands shake uncontrollably. He touches her shoulders. Just to feel reality. Cola, whispering, terrified. You're alive. Tenny laughs. Thinking he's being dramatic again. Tenny. What else would I be? A ghost? The joke punches him in the heart. She kisses his forehead and turns back to the kitchen. Humming a soft love song. Cola drops onto the bed, dizzy. He grabs his phone. Checks the date. Same date. Same Wednesday. Same month. Same year. His throat dries. No, no, no. He rushes to the calendar on the wall. The one where they circled every special date. Like hopeful dreamers. The pen mark hasn't moved. Yesterday again. Every memory of the night floods his mind. The call. The storm. The fight. The knife. Her dying breath. Cola falls to his knees. The air around him feels thin, suffocating. He presses both palms to his face. Cola, trembling. This isn't real. This can't be happening. But it is. He hears the clatter of plates in the kitchen. A sound he thought he'd never hear again. And that's when the truth stabs deeper than any blade. He did lose her. He watched her die. But now time has rewound itself. Like a cruel joke. He is stuck. In the same day. With the same fate waiting at the end. Tenny's death. Every night. No escape. No salvation. Just love. And fear. And the ticking clock of destiny. Cola spends the entire day watching Tenny like a hawk. He changes everything. He hides the landline behind the cabinet. He switches off all power connections to the telephone sockets. He locks every door and window. He keeps Tenny by his side every second. Tenny laughs it off. Cola, relax. You're acting like a bodyguard. But Cola doesn't laugh back. He keeps glancing at the clock. 10:50 p.m. His heart is racing again. 10:59 p.m. He holds Tenny's hand tighter. 11:07 p.m. Silence. A moment of relief. Then. Telephone receiver roaring. Roaring. The landline they never installed. Is ringing from the bedroom. Cola grabs Tenny, forces her to stay with him, and sprints to the phone first. He answers. A hollow, broken whisper. She dies because of you. Cola roars and rips the phone from the wall. He turns. Tenny screams. Someone is already behind her. The same figure. The same attack. This time Cola grabs a knife. He stabs the figure again and again. No use. The figure is like smoke and shadow. Tenny falls. Blood in her throat. Eyes fading. Cola, save me. She dies again. His screams echo again. Then. Collision flash. Cola wakes up on the floor, gasping for air. Morning birds. Eggs frying in the pan. Tenny humming a love song. A nightmare? He wishes. But the blood on his clothes is gone. His wounds are gone. The night is gone. Tenny walks in with her tray of breakfast. "Babe, I made your favorite." Cola pushes the tray away. He breaks down crying. Tenny is confused and scared. "What's happening to you? Tell me." Cola doesn't know how to explain. "You died, Tenny. Twice. I held you. I buried you. And you came back. I can't let it happen again." She kneels and hugs him. She promises she's not going anywhere. But the clock ticks louder. The day moves faster. The loop is tightening. Cola realizes something truthfully terrifying. Changing the events doesn't change the outcome. It only changes how she dies. He must find the cause, not chase the effect. Someone. Something. Is determined to kill Tenny. And they are using the same line of communication. Telephone receiver, the landline from hell. Cola decides. If he can't stop the loop, he must understand it. He spends the day watching everything carefully. Every sound. Every visitor. Every call. Every expression on Tenny's face. But something doesn't add up. Magnifying glass tilted left. Clue 1, Cola's nightmare. Each night before the attack, Cola dreams of a familiar figure. A man with a scar on his left cheek, whispering, "You shouldn't have taken what was mine." He wakes with heart pounding. Magnifying glass tilted left. Clue 2, Tenny's reaction to the landline. Every time the phone rings, Tenny feels drawn to it. Not curious. Not scared. More like connected. She whispers one night, "That voice, it knows me." Cola freezes. "How, do you know that?" Tenny blinks, confused. "I didn't say anything." Magnifying glass tilted left. Clue 3, the hidden box. Cola searches the house top to bottom. Like a desperate detective. In the attic, beneath dusty suitcases, he finds a locked wooden box. Engraved initials. A.T. Tenny sees it and her face changes. She snatches the box away angrily. "Don't touch that. You promised not to dig into my past." Cola is stunned. "Tenny, when did I promise that?" She stops. Her anger turns to fear. She doesn't remember. Brain Cola's realization. This house. This landline. This loop. Is not about him. It's about Tenny. And a secret she buried long before they met. Someone is calling from the place she ran from. Someone dead. Or someone who wants her dead. Prohibited. The day ends the same way. No matter how he tries. Takes Tenny to a hotel. Sleeps in a church. Tries to stay awake. Drives far from home. 11:07 p.m. always finds them. The phone always rings. The figure always comes. Tenny always dies. And Cola always wakes up screaming. New moon, the breaking point. After the 9th loop, Cola slams his fist into the wall and cries. "Why her? Take me instead. Please. Take me." A deep voice answers from the shadows. "You think this is about love? You don't know what she did." Cola turns. The scarred man from his nightmares is standing near the landline. But before he can react, collision flash. Tenny dies again. Cola now understands. To save Tenny, he must uncover her past. Confront the scarred man. And unlock the truth inside the wooden box. The loop won't stop. Until he does. Cola knows he must dig deeper. Even if the truth destroys everything. He waits for Tenny to sleep. He steals back the wooden box from her hiding place. He forces it open. Inside. Old photographs. Letters stained with dried tears. A broken engagement ring. And a birth certificate. Not Tenny's. Name, Adatini Adebayo. Mother, deceased. Father, unknown. But that's not all. There is a police case file. Missing persons report. Name, Bamadil Bam Bam Ajayi. The scarred man. The one haunting Cola's dreams. The one who kills Tenny every night. Fire a forbidden love. Kola confronts Tenny the next morning. Who is Bamadil Ajayi? Why is his file in this box? Tenny's hands shake uncontrollably. She finally speaks. Before you. I was engaged to Bam Bam. She explains. Bam Bam was deeply obsessed. Protective to the point of violence. He controlled everything. And when she tried to leave him, he locked me in his apartment for 3 days. Tenny escaped. She ran far. Changed her number. Changed her entire life. But the night she fled, Bam Bam was arrested. During his arrest, there was an accident. Bam Bam died. Right in front of Tenny. Or so she believed. Telephone, he promised he would always find me. Now Kola understands. The voice on the phone. The figure attacking. The time loop. It is all rooted in Tenny's unresolved past. And a violent promise. If you ever leave me, I will never stop coming for you. Mantelpiece clock. Why the loop exists. Kola turns pale. The loop only resets after Tenny dies. Meaning. She already died once. Tonight's death is not new. History is repeating. The past and present are colliding. Time itself is trying to correct a wrong. Either Tenny survives and Bam Bam's soul moves on. Or Bam Bam succeeds in killing her permanently. Warning, the deadliest twist so far. Tenny whispers, voice cracking. Kola. I think he never died. And suddenly. Telephone receiver rearing. Morning. Sun shining. But the landline rings anyway. For the first time. Tenny answers during the day. The voice is crystal clear. Tonight is your last night. History won't repeat again. I will take you. Tenny drops the phone. Kola grabs her before she collapses. The clock on the wall changes on its own. 11:07 p.m. 11:07 p.m. 11:07 p.m. Time is speeding up. The final confrontation is coming. Kola must. White heavy checkmark, break the loop. White heavy checkmark, face Bam Bam's vengeful spirit. White heavy checkmark, save the woman he loves. White heavy checkmark, before the final 11:07 p.m. arrives. Time is collapsing. Hours are turning into seconds. Kola holds Tenny tightly, determined to protect her. But he feels something else. A memory. Trying to surface. Puzzle piece flashback, a connection he forgot. A sudden sharp pain hits Kola's head. His vision blurs. He sees himself. Years ago, in a bar. Talking to Bam Bam. They were drinking. They were laughing. They were friends. A voice echoes in his mind. Bro, if anything ever happens to me, just take care of Tenny, okay? Kola gasps. They knew each other. Before Tenny ever met Kola again. Broken heart, the real reason Bam Bam is back. Bam Bam didn't just love Tenny. He trusted Kola. He made him promise. But Kola didn't keep that promise. Tenny left Bam Bam. And Kola took her in. Loved her. Married her. Without telling her, or Bam Bam's family, that he once knew the man she ran from. From Bam Bam's twisted, furious perspective. Kola stole her. Kola betrayed him. Kola must suffer. Why Kola sees the deaths. Every night, the figure always attacks Kola first. Not because he's the protector. But because Bam Bam sees through Kola. Their bond from the past, mixed with bitter betrayal and death, has become a spiritual curse. Kola realizes. I am the doorway he is using. Tenny stumbles back. You knew him. You lied to me too. Kola tries to explain. I didn't remember. I try to forget that life. But Tenny is trembling. Hold the darkest secret. Kola digs deeper into the police report. A horrifying note. Cause of death, blunt force trauma. Primary suspect, Adatini Adebayo. Tenny's name. Kola looks at her. Tenny. Did you kill him? Her lips quiver. Tears fall. Silence. Then. I didn't mean to. Cola feels the floor slip beneath him. The betrayal wasn't only his. Tenny killed Bam Bam during her escape. And now. He wants justice. In the only way a vengeful spirit can understand. Blood for blood. Coffin Bam Bam's final message. The phone rings again. Cola and Tenny freeze. The house turns dark. The voice is now angry, echoing, monstrous. Tonight. One of you dies. Choose. The landline drops to the floor. Cola pulls Tenny into his arms. He knows what the choice means. He knows what must happen. There is only one solution. Either Cola sacrifices himself to close the gateway, or Bam Bam's soul takes Tenny forever. 11:07 p.m. approaches like a ticking bomb. Everything now leads to 11:06 p.m. Only 1 minute left. Cola stands in front of Tenny, shielding her with his body. He whispers. Whatever happens, don't let go of my hand. Tenny sobs and nods. 11:07 p.m. Collision boom. The lights burst. Walls crack open. Cold wind spins through the house like a tornado. The scarred figure materializes. Bam Bam. His eyes burn with rage and heartbreak. His voice shakes the entire room. You both betrayed me. Cola steps forward. Take me instead. Bam Bam grabs Cola by the throat, lifting him off the ground. Tenny screams, trying to pull Bam Bam away. Bam Bam roars. She killed me. And you replaced me. Broken heart, the confession that changes everything. Tenny falls to her knees, crying hysterically. I loved you. But you turned your love into a cage. Bam Bam freezes. His grip loosens slightly. Tenny crawls forward, trembling. I didn't mean to kill you. I just wanted to live. Her truth hits deeper than any weapon. Fire Cola's sacrifice. Cola uses the moment. He pushes Bam Bam away and pulls out the engagement ring from the wooden box. He presses it into Bam Bam's hand. If you ever loved her, then let her go. The ring glows. Bam Bam staggers backward. He looks at Tenny one last time. His voice shifts. From fury to pain, to love. You were my whole life. Tenny whispers back. And you almost became my death. Bam Bam finally understands. Dove release. The dark scars fade from his face. His body turns soft, faint, transparent. Thank you, for letting me say goodbye. His spirit dissolves into light. Relieved, freed, gone. The house becomes quiet. Revolving hearts, the loop breaks. The clock on the wall ticks. 11:08 p.m. 11:09 p.m. It moves forward. For the first time. Cola collapses into Tenny's arms. They hold each other tightly. Crying. Laughing. Alive. No reset. No ringing. No death. Epilogue, 3 months later. Cola and Tenny visit Bam Bam's grave. Tenny places white lilies. Flowers of forgiveness. She whispers. Rest now. They walk away, hand in hand.